Week 15 was a wild ride. Some teams laid eggs and some showed up and showed out. Speaking of showing up and showing out, congratulations, Dallas Cowboys. You finally played up to your potential. You're talented on all sides of the ball and it finally showed. I mean, you turned Jekyll and Hyde Los Angeles Rams back into the pumpkin that we knew they were. Now, you just got to go on the road and take care of business in what really is your Super Bowl. That's right. This is your Super Bowl this week when you go on the road in Week 16 to face the Philadelphia Eagles, who are just depleted and hanging on by a thread. It took last-minute heroics for the Philadelphia Eagles to go on the road to beat the Washington Redskins. They did their job nonetheless, and that leads up to the most anticipated game of the week between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. But Dallas, you must go on the road and deliver a death blow to a team that is just totally depleted. If you cannot go on the road and deliver this death blow, I don't want to hear a damn thing from your fan base and your owner for no time soon to come, because you deserve whatever you get if you can't go on the road and deliver a death blow and win the NFC East and move on to the playoffs. Speaking of moving on, how about them Atlanta Falcons? That's right, the 5-9 Atlanta Falcons went on the road and beat one of the best teams in all of the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers were depleted on defense, but so what? So are we. And just because we're 5-9 doesn't mean we're a bad team. We're actually a good team just with a terrible record. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean much for the 49ers because they still got to take business in that division. They got 2 games left, and so do their foe, the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks just went on the road and took care of business. As we said, the 7-1 Road Warriors took care of business against the Carolina Panthers. But it's going to go a long way over these next 2 weeks because they get to do it again when they face each other in Seattle, Week 17. But both teams must take care of business in Week 16 in order for Week 17 to mean a whole lot. It could go a long way. It's a lot at stake. Number 1 seed, division, or wild card. I would prefer the number 1 seed. Speaking of division showdowns, the AFC South showdown didn't go quite as I predicted or as I expected. The Tennessee Titans could not pull it off against the Houston Texans, and shame on me for betting against Deshaun Watson. But Tennessee shot themselves in the foot too many times, and with a game of high stakes leading up to the division, you just can't do that. Now, they get to do it again in Week 17, but the road for that to really mean something is a lot different for both. I mean, Houston goes on the road to face Tampa in Week 16, while Tennessee Titans get to host the New Orleans Saints at home. Now, they still can go a long way to leading down to that Week 17 showdown to plant that flag for the division, but one looks a little bit more lopsided than the other. We'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of planting their flags, how about the Buffalo Bills? The Buffalo Bills did exactly as we predicted. They went on the road and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 17-10, 1 point off, but we predicted 16-10. That's neither here nor there, but they took care of business. And that defense, like we've been saying, is legit. What's his name? Davis White? He may be one of the best cornerbacks alongside Stephon Gilmore in the entire NFL, and that defense is awesome. Now, Pittsburgh, they're working with what they got. I still love Mike Tomlin and what he's doing, and right now they still have the 6th seed, but they just can't face plant against the Jets coming up in Week 16 because they got to play Baltimore in Week 17. Who knows? Baltimore could sit some starters because they got everything locked up out in, but nonetheless, Pittsburgh still needs to take care of business to hold on to that 6th seed. But Buffalo just clinched their playoff spot, and who knows? They can win the division. They play New England this week, and they can win the division with a W, and if New England takes an L in the following week, you just never know. And if that happens, that means New England Patriots would have to go on the road in the playoffs for the first time in I don't know how long. I know it seems far-fetched, but it's actually a great possibility. Anything can happen. Week 16 is on the way. NFL, just saying.